Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another SGA Live. I'm Jenna. I just wanted to give you guys some announcements, and then later we're going to get to talk to a special guest, Professor Rayla Black of the accounting department in the business school here. So that's going to be super exciting. Stick around for that. But first, I just wanted to let you know some things coming up. On Saturday, which is December 4th, there will be 2 basketball games in the gym. The women will play first at 12, and then the boys game will be directly after that at 2 o'clock. So if you're going to be here this weekend, definitely come out and support them. We're going to play Talladega, and I know that's usually a tough but fun game, so you guys should definitely come out for that. And then Saturday, so that's on Saturday, and then 2 days after that on Monday, we're going to have our midnight breakfast. So doors open at 12 in the caf. Come down and eat some breakfast. I'm sure our professors are usually there. All the other students are there. It's going to be a lot of fun and a great way to kind of come together and support each other before our finals start on Tuesday. Also, on Tuesday, the next day, right after that, SGA is throwing a Christmas party. So the Christmas party will be in the multiplex from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And there's going to be so many fun things. You've got to come out. There's going to be Christmas cookie decorating. We're going to have a white elephant party, a photo booth that I think Santa will be present at from 6:30 to 7:30. He's not going to stay the whole night. You know, he has a lot of toys to make, as one does. And we're also going to have the gratitude, which Dean Kane talked about in chapel, and then she's going to expound more on it on Thursday. But that's going to be a great way to support each other as well. Also, I think there might be some Christmas movies playing, hot chocolate, apple cider. So definitely come out. It's going to be a really fun party, and it's just going to be a good way for all of us to kind of fellowship together right at the end of the semester, look back on what we've gone through. And then last but not least, I just wanted to remind everyone that campus housing does close over Christmas. So that means if you aren't registered for your classes in the spring, you have to move out. So make sure your registration is done, because you aren't going to want to have to move all your stuff out, realize that you need to register for spring, register, and then move it all back in. That's going to be a big waste of time. So just make sure you're registered, because housing will close and you'll have to move out if you're not. So that's all I have for you today. Come to everything. It's going to be a blast. Study hard, and I hope all of your finals go well. Hi everybody, and here we are with our special guest, Professor Rayla Black. She's a business professor, so we're just going to interview her and ask her some questions. So where are you from?
I'm from Henderson, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
at Freed-Hardeman,
Yeah.
the sister school.
I just went up there a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
It was lovely. I liked it.
Yes, oh yeah, Faulkner played Freed-Hardeman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And lost.
Well, they are very good.
They are really good.
But they've been in the national championship several times.
Oh, yeah.
But I went to school at Freed. My parents taught at Freed, so I grew up at Freed. My brother teaches engineering there now.
Wow.
And so Henderson is home.
Yeah.
But I've been here this is my 28th year.
Yeah, what brought you to Faulkner instead of Freed?
Well, Freed didn't have a job opening when I was ready to,
Gotcha.
so I was interviewing for big firms to be, an
yeah.
accountant, and then Faulkner called, Dr. Gerald Jones actually called the dean of the College of Business at Freed and said, do you have any graduates that have completed their master's in accounting? And so I was the one they thought of, and here I am 28 years later.
There we go.
That's right.
So what about your family? Tell us about them.
Okay, I'm married to Greg Black. We've been married 21 years, and we have 3 kids. Tucker's 16.
Okay.
He's the Eagle Scout that built the
The little hammock
stands. Yes, that was his Eagle Scout project, and we finally had a ceremony just a month ago. So COVID, we didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
So, but then I have 2. We call them the little ones, but they're 12. They're not little anymore. But we adopted them from Russia when they were 2, and that's how they became the little ones, because Tucker's 4 years older, and but they're all in public school.
Okay.
Tucker's at Brewtech and does robotics, and he's playing tennis actually. So it's his
that's
first year to
awesome.
be on the tennis team. And then John Mark's at Baldwin Magnet, and then Olivia is at John Clark.
Wow.
So,
Cool.
so
So, do you like being a business teacher here?
Oh,
How
yes.
is it?
Well, he has good days and bad days like everything else, but it's good. I mean, I love it. I really do love it. Even, my least favorite part about it is grading papers.
Yeah.
My
least favorite part about being a student is writing papers.
That's right. So I really do love it. I mean, getting to be a part of students' lives and hopefully making a difference, and then seeing students like you go out and be successful that we know you're going to be, that's what the joy you get, and your successes as the graduate successes are our successes, and so it's just an amazing opportunity to be a part of so many different young people's lives. And through the years, we've got graduates in London and all over the world doing big things in the world of business, and so and I got to be just a little part of that. So
I'm sure you were a big part of it.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but anyway.
So tell us about your most embarrassing moment. It could be like in your whole life or just here, whatever you want.
Well, the only thing I can think of, I'm not real good at remembering. I think I block out bad things evidently. One thing that's embarrassing is when I work a problem wrong and then have to go back and redo it, because you're supposed to be the one who knows how to do this.
Yeah, like on the board.
Yeah, like on the board, everybody's writing it down. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You gotta scratch that out and go over it.
I don't remember that ever happening in
good,
classes.
good.
But in other professors' classes, I remember that happening.
Well, the other thing is this crazy story that Coach Wynn told it when I was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He told this outlandish thing that wasn't even true, and I was like, okay, that's embarrassing because that wasn't me. But I played softball at Freed Hardeman, and we played them. Their first season at Faulkner softball was Freed's first season, and so Coach Wynn's always been the coach. I was on the team that he was, playing against. Well, he accused me of being the one who between innings would fix her hair and put lipstick on and all that, and I'm like, he said this at the Hall of Fame
in front of
everyone. And I'm going, that is just not true. Now, I had a teammate, Marta, who did that exact thing, but it wasn't me. So to me, that was embarrassing because that's just not me anyway. I mean, y'all don't see, I'm not the one who stops and puts on makeup during the day. So anyway, especially when I was playing softball. So that was embarrassing.
Oh, Coach Wynn.
Yes, I know. So he's on my list for that. Obviously, now everybody knows.
Do you want to tell everyone who the students on your list are?
Oh, I don't know. That might get some, I know a few who think they're on my list. But we better leave that off.
Yeah. Okay, if you had one wish for Faulkner, what would it be?
That's a hard question, Jenna.
Yes.
I think my wish for Faulkner would be to grow academically, obviously, but also to be able to grow to the level spiritually for the students that we really want to be. I mean, it's in our mission and we're trying, but that if we could just make some big improvements in being able to make those relationships and bring people closer to God, I think that would be my biggest wish for Faulkner, that we could do that. And whatever, I don't know exactly, I don't have a plan of how that happens, because if I did, I'd be working on it, but that's one of my thoughts always, is that we're doing a good job in a lot of other areas, and I would just like to see us excel in that area. To be, for all of us to have a closer relationship with God. So.
Okay, well, I think that's a great wish, and I think we should all try harder on that. But thank you for coming to SGA Live. Last but not least, do you have any shout-outs that you want to give to anyone who might be watching?
Well, I'll shout out to the Fab Four in the College of Business, Dr. Greger, Dr. Bond, and Ms. Sargent.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that's it for today, and we'll see you next week for another SGA Live, hopefully. SGA Live, signing off. Soar Eagles.
Soar Eagles.